Science Festival here at Michigan State University is currently going on, and I'm with Chelsea, and we want to talk to our viewers a little bit more about what they can experience when they come up to the Science Festival.
Thanks for having me. Today we're here in the Nanobiosensors Laboratory. The point of this laboratory is to save lives, and at the MSU Science Festival we're going to be demonstrating gold and magnetic nanoparticles and ways that it can be used to detect viruses and other things that can be really harmful.
So people think like science is like fun, and of course it is fun to do science experiments, but there's also the added benefits of health and wellness and science and medicine.
Yeah, and the great thing about MSU Science Festival is that we'll be able to reach thousands of people so that they can really understand the importance of science and how we're really helping people.
So the Science Festival currently going on now. When can people experience it, and how do they experience it?
The whole month of April is packed with over 200 events of science things that you can do. You can tour laboratories, you can see demonstrations like we're about to show you, and you can even talk to other people.
All right, so how do people get tickets or reserve their spot to be able to experience the Science Festival?
Well, the beautiful thing is that it's virtual, so people from all over the world can check this out. You just have to go to sciencefestival.msu.edu.
All right, so you alluded to this a little bit earlier, but we have one of the professors here that's going to do a live experiment with me, which I'm so excited. I haven't done science experiments for many years. What are we about to do?
Dr. Soha is going to show you the way how gold nanoparticles and magnetic nanoparticles can detect viruses, and she's going to be showing you the different color changes and a bunch of other things.
I'm so excited. Let's do it. I'm with Professor Vanji, and we are going to do an active experiment, a live demonstration of sorts, and I'm so excited. I haven't done science for a long time, a science experiment, so tell me what we're going to do.
We're going to demonstrate two nanoparticles today. One is the magnetic nanoparticles, which we use to extract and isolate the bacteria or viruses or any pathogens from any sample, say a sputum sample or saliva for COVID-19, for example, or from water or from food. And the idea is to extract it quickly. And then once we extract it, we then move into breaking the cells of the bacteria or viruses, and then we go into DNA-based biosensor using our gold nanoparticles.
All right, let's do it. So show me what we're doing.
So yes.
And then talk me through what you're doing as you do it.
Yes, so this is our magnetic nanoparticles that we send around the world for detecting infectious diseases, including tuberculosis and COVID-19. So in this case, this is magnetic if there is no magnetic field. So I will get this sample, and then I'll put it here, and once I put it here, so this is the magnetic nanoparticles, and then when I put it into the magnetic field, this will isolate the material and extract the viruses and bacteria from the sample. So in less than 2 seconds, you have the sample extracted from anything that you have given that.
And what can this be used for as far as like science or maybe healthcare goes?
The healthcare is we need to be able to isolate the bacteria or viruses from samples. The major problem with rapid detection is the sample matrix, because there are a lot of interference, and by removing them from the matrix, you remove the interference. So you increase your sensitivity, and you increase the speed of processing the sample. Sample processing is a major problem in diagnostics. So now, once we have done that, we extract the sample. Basically, we remove the liquid from the material, and now we have the magnetic nanoparticles left there. So we have isolated the bacteria in a very inexpensive way. And the material cost for detecting tuberculosis, or material cost for this, is 10 cents.
Very affordable.
Very affordable.
Yes.
The current methods of detecting with the same sensitivity that we have is $50 to $100.
Wow. So it's great that we've advanced it so far that we've made it affordable for everybody to be able to have this technology. And is this an experiment that you will be doing at the MSU Science Festival?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
So if people would like to see this again or learn more about it, they can of course log on to the virtual
That's
Science
correct.
Festival.
And then the next thing is we go into our gold nanoparticles. This is the color, it's red. And we put the sample from here, we break it in and retrieve the DNA. We put the DNA sample in here, and then we put it into a thermocycler. The thermocycler will allow us to break the DNA and then put in our probe, hybridize with a probe. We put it there for about 20 minutes. And once it's done, we remove it, and the probe is already hybridized into the DNA, into the sample, and that is red. If the sample has the target DNA, it will become blue if I add HCl. So let me put in my HCl, and once that it's done, you can see that from the red, it has become blue. It has become blue because we don't have any sample. We don't have any target. If it has the target DNA, for example, the RNA of COVID-19, or the DNA of tuberculosis, or the DNA of salmonella, this will stay red.
That is so cool.
So
a lot of this is over my head, but I'm loving watching this to kind of see what can be utilized by people like yourself that know what they're doing, and that we can use it for modern medicine.
That's correct. So this DNA-based detection is very specific because it's DNA, but we can do it in the field because we didn't have any electricity or anything. And this is then, for less than $1, we have a DNA-based biosensor that we can bring to the field.
Okay, Professor Vanji,
bedside.
You have taught me a lot, and my favorite part was seeing the live demonstration, and then of course wearing the lab coat.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Stick around, there's more to come on Studio 10.